Hey guys, it's Leesh, and welcome to another episode of Car Confessions. Guys, listen, I am off for the summer. I think I had shared that with y'all before. So on Wednesdays, which is today, it's Wednesday, what's today? The 10th? Yeah, Wednesday the 10th. That's one of my really good friends' birthdays today. Happy birthday, Mimi. On Wednesdays around my house, we have to move our cars. And like when I'm working, I don't have to worry about this because I'm at work, so I don't have to worry about, alternate side parking. For those that may not live in New York City, so we have what's called alternate side parking where they have street cleaning and certain days of the week, depending on which side of the street it is, the city comes and cleans the streets. Well, it's on Mondays and they clean the streets. And so I almost forgot about it. And I was like, oh my gosh, let me run out and move my car. Run out to move my car. No ticket, thank God, right? I ran out. I have no bra. Guys, I'm out here braless. Just God bless America. But anyway, yeah, we'll see how that pans out. I figured while I'm waiting, 'cause it's like what, maybe an hour and a half is street parking or something like that. Probably go to the max. No bra. Yikes. But listen, I'm money still worthy. Like, let's be serious. Luckily, I don't have large breasts or anything. Not that that matters, but I used to. For those who knew me back then, trying to sound a bit here, blasphemy. For those who did know me back then, I actually had very, very large breasts. And I had a breast reduction. I don't even know. It had to have been like maybe like 2002 or something like that. Something to that effect. But yeah, I didn't even know. That's full disclosure. I had no idea what size bra I wore back then because I would just wear. Friend, let's have the hair get together. I wore two bras. One to cover up the majority, and the second one to capture the rest. Real talk. That's what was happening in Alicia's world for years. I mean, years. I was out here double brawling it. It was crazy. Like it was crazy. And like now, because it's been so long, like I can't even remember what that was like. But I know that it was rough. It was rough in the streets. Not to mention too, at that time in my life, I didn't have a lot of money. So, I was just doing the best that I could. And, at the time that I decided to have the surgery, I had insurance and I was like, listen, let me go on and make this happen because who knows when I'll get insurance again. This is a time when I was still performing. And so performers know when you have insurance, take advantage because it's not always a thing that you are blessed with. And so had my insurance. I was like, let me knock this out because actually it was great insurance. And yeah, so I had that breast reduction and it's been well over 20 some years since I had it done. And it's crazy. Like, it's crazy that much time has gone by. Um, I don't even, when I tell you, I don't remember. I do not remember what it was like to have big breasts like that. But I mean, it shows by way of my surgical scars. But yeah, crazy. That was a whole other time in my life. But yeah, all that to say, I'm out here with no bra, guys, living La Vida Loca, going over here to TJ Maxx. And here's another thing too. What I'm realizing, the older I get, the least amount of cares that I have. Like, if this was me, let's say maybe even 5 years ago, I would have never in my life walked out of my house without a bra or something that was remotely presentable. Like, I was always so conscious of that kind of stuff. Now I'm just like, listen, this is me. Either you like it or you don't. I'm not here to impress anybody. I'm me. Like, I should be enough. And I'm realizing that more and more in this life that I am who I am. If I have to do all these glitz and glams and all these things just to be, considered presentable, then these people really aren't for me. I mean, obviously, you have certain criteria you have to meet for like jobs or whatever. But me just walking out down the road on a regular day like today, not working, like I have no real obligations to anything that would require me to look a certain way. Like if I have to like go above and beyond just to walk out of my house, that's crazy. And listen, this is very rare for me to do something like this. But on the rare occasion that I do it, whatever, right? Like I'm just so at that point right now in my life where it's just like I am. This is Leash. Like this is Leash. Take it or leave it. I don't know what to tell you. And one can argue that I've always been like this. And, to some degree, I would agree with you because I've always kind of had this air of like, I can't stress too much about things. I mean, obviously, I have stressed about a lot of things, but overall, creating unnecessary like drama or making things bigger than what they are, like, I really try not to do that because it's like, what? Why cause more drama? Why cause more harm? Why cause more anxiety in our world? We have enough of that going on each and every day. You know what I'm saying? I want to live my life on my own terms. If today I'm not out here with a bra, I'm just not out here with a bra, right? If tomorrow I'm brought up, girdle, pantyhose on. Never pantyhose, but you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm trying to cinch it all up, I'm cinching it all up. That's just what Leisha's doing today. There's another really cool thing that I'm taking in and really becoming more comfortable with is like this idea of just me being and really being conscious of it. Because before, never really like thought about how I presented in the world in the way of like, what do I look like to other people? Like, it just never like dawned on me that that was something to think about or whatever. Yo, what's going on with everybody? And he's just chilling at the lights. I don't know if he was on his phone. That's the thing. Like, and listen, I try not to be that person that's judging people because we all get caught up in something, right? So, but the light, there's only so many minutes. It's not be green, so I gotta get moving. I live in New York. We're not patient. um, but yeah, so it's just like really just being conscious of how I present in the world each and every day. Like I've never been that person that's just been like, maybe I should wear this to him, whatever. Um, that's just that I've never been that person. In most cases, I haven't been that person. Correction, Alicia. Total correction. Yeah, it's wild how now I'm realizing how I present in the world and how versatile, that's the word, how versatile I am in, you know, walking out in everyday society, um, and not trying to create some type of image, like not trying to be this total feminine person, not trying to be this total masculine person, not trying to be anything but just Alicia. It's so interesting. Um, because I think we have put so many labels on ourselves that it has caused a lot of anxiety, or at least for me, I'll speak for myself. Like, and which would be a reason for me to not be so conforming to certain ideologies and gender norms and whatever else. It just causes way too much stress for me. I don't need to like fit a narrative that was actually constructed by someone else in the, from however long ago. Like you determining how I operate in the society is like wild. Go ahead, friend. You've already made the decision. I'm done. But this is great. People just do not know how to drive in New York City. Promise you on everything. Yeah, it's bananas how we have put ourselves in these positions to be so constrained to an ideology, like I said, that someone else created. Like it wasn't even, dude, what is happening? Y'all, I'm telling you, the driving here is beyond me. Beyond me. No, no, here's the thing. This guy's trying to turn into this parking spot. No turn signal, no nothing. And he's like trying to go in front of me. I'm like, what is happening? Like, sir. And he's a cab driver. He's a cab driver. Okay. But yeah, like I cannot be in a position now that I'm more aware and more conscious of how things work and how they operate. I cannot be in a position of completely conforming to something that was created by a completely, different individual. Well, I don't know the hell actually created all these constructs. Like, let's just be real. I'm pretty sure there's some type of documentation that indicates who possibly was the creator of this because someone created this. As much as we don't want to, look into this or even think about it or whatever it is, it's going on in your head. Someone created how we operate, think, and feel as it relates to societal norms, and am choosing to do the latter. I'm really trying to work within myself and listen to myself and listen to my inner being to see, what does Alicia like? What does Alicia want to do? What is Alicia's inspiration? You know, is Alicia going out with a bra today? Is she wearing a bra today? Like, what do I want to do as opposed to what society has told me I need to do? Because I really don't need to do any of that. And listen, I'm not completely like blowing it all up at this point in my life. But slowly just picking away from this societal normality that has really torn a lot of us apart and created a lot of stress and anxiety. It's like, when I think about like the idea of marriage, and listen, I'm married. I'm not married right now, but the point of it is, I'm married. I love my wife. I'm glad we got married. We are great partners, friends. Like she's literally my best friend. I have another best friend, and he understands. Um, but at the end of the day, like, she is my partner best friend. And also, I'm realizing in this life that there are pieces of us. Like, we are parts, right? And certain parts of us need certain things and certain people and certain situations and certain scenarios to complete who we are. And I'm so blessed to be around people who also understand that about me. That if I say you're my best friend, because there's a certain part of me that needs you in that particular way and security, and that person is similar. They have other really good close friends as well. And it's understood. There's no jealousy around it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it is what it is. And so I'm blessed in that way. I really am. And I'm realizing, like I said, more and more, that there's certain things about me that make up all of Alicia that aren't always going to present. I'm not always going to be a consistent type of caricature, right? Just really, but kind of like little characters that are just kind of like rolling around this earth, just trying to figure this shit out. But at the same time, it's like, I'm not and you're not just a fixed entity, right? Like, there are other things and other ways that we present sometimes that always aren't a certain way. And that's okay. And when it's not okay, then that's something that you have to investigate. You have to figure out and, work through that. But just as a everyday normal situation, realizing that, like, you're not always going to be the same and evolution is inevitable. And I welcome it. I have a tattoo. I don't know if you can see it, but I don't know, up there at the top here. If you're listening to this, you can't see it obviously, but at the top of my shoulder up here, it says evolve. And I got that tattoo in July of 2017. And that word was resonating with me so much at that time in my life, because there were so many things in my life that I wanted to change, that I wanted to start new in my life. And I knew in order for me to get to a point of evolution, I had to acknowledge the old things that were in my life and how to actually remove those things in order to move to the next level in my life. And to celebrate that old Alicia, but then also acknowledge that the new Alicia needs to actually come through, create what is to come in my life at that time. And so I've been constantly on this journey of evolution and evolving, constantly evolving and being okay with that and welcoming evolution into my life in ways that I would have never in the past, because I would be afraid, nervous for change. And now it's just like, let it be. Let it be. What it's meant for me is meant for me. And I want the best for me. And I feel like constantly being in a position of finding the best for me, actually challenging myself, is my way of new choices and going different directions and trying new things, to constantly be in, on the hamster wheel of like, the same old, it becomes mind numbing. And it's something that, for me, I'll say it's mind numbing, and it really kills my soul at the end of the day. I need adventure. I need fun. I need, different experiences. And this has to always be happening, but it, I definitely need that. And I think a lot of us need that in order just to live and thrive and be experiencing life and living in the beauty of life. It's so important, y'all. So, and realizing more and more that Alicia is not the profession that I chose, that I am so much more than that. And I want to continue to explore and learn that about myself. And, I challenge you to do the same. Step outside of, I'm Alicia, the nurse practitioner, I'm Alicia, the actor, I'm Alicia, the podcaster, or whatever. Like these things are parts of me, but that's not who I really am at my core, my essence, who I am. I'm so much more than that. And I'm just continuing on this journey of evolution to find out all those things. And I'm loving that. I'm loving that for myself. And I'm taking it back full circle. I'm loving the fact that I rolled my crazy ass out of this house with no bra on. And it's going to be okay. Like, it's literally going to be okay. Will people laugh? Possibly. Say shit? Possibly. But, like, what can I do? Even if I probably had a bra on, somebody would find something to say about me. If you can see what I have on right now, I'm looking like I'm looking. Let's just be serious. But that's okay. Like, that is okay. And I'm okay with it. And I'm so much more at peace with knowing that people are going to talk, people are going to say what they're going to say, and know that that's just human nature. Because at the end of the day, hell, I have moments when I say shit about people. So it's like, what do I expect? Right? What do we expect? Just keep it all in perspective, guys. Literally. As I've been talking to y'all in this parking lot, I'm heading into the Max here shortly, kill some time so I can go back and actually put my car back into the spot that it was in. That's what happens to New York City, the old alternate side parking. So, wish me luck in the Max. I'm excited to go in there. I love TJ Maxx. Like, listen, if you don't have a TJ Maxx by you, you're just not living. I'm joking. No, I love it. I don't always go in here. Well, no, I'm not. I was there, like, not this particular location, but I was at another location, in Southampton, or in the Hamptons last weekend. I just love TJ Maxx. Like, what can I say? I love it. Whatever. It's my thing. So he's gonna roll in here, see what they're talking about in here, and have a little fun. Anyway, guys, I love you, and let's just constantly be in the state of evolving, getting better and better at this life. And like I always say, y'all, let's just keep on keeping on. All right, I love you, and I'll see you next week.